We're so excited. Hey everyone, thank you guys so much for joining. We're so excited to see you all in the chat here. And if you guys, while we're waiting for everyone to join, because I know it's right on the dot here at 1 o'clock Pacific. If you could drop your names and where you're signing on from, I'd love to say hi to you before we get started and just kind of get familiar with our audience. It looks like there have been a lot of people already in here. So let's see, we've got Cedra, hello. We've got, let's see here, Internet Marketing Nomad, welcome. Looks like Afin, and we've got Katie, welcome Katie, and Stepan. And let's see here, we've got international sources and some people from Helium 10. Who's ready to learn how to win with Walmart? Hopefully a lot of you are. Someone's from Canada, so welcome all the way from Canada. Patrick, welcome. Daniel, let's see here if I can see Daniel. I think it skipped down here for me. Let's see here. We've got Daniel from Portugal. Wow, that's far away. Thank you for joining all the way from there. Hassan. We've got Randy from Massachusetts, all the way across the country. Thanks for joining. Braden, yes, hi. nice to see you. We met at $1 Billion Seller Summit in Austin. So thanks for joining. I'm so excited to see you on here. I love seeing familiar faces. Let's see here. We've got Matt Clark. Let's see if I can, from Kansas City, all the way from Kansas. And then we've got Scott and, oh, wow, Daniel all the way from Venezuela. Amazing. A lot of people on here, so it keeps jumping around. So sorry if I missed you. We've got someone from Kentucky. Lots of great people. So thank you guys so much for joining. I'm so excited to start this webinar. So actually, since we're already about 2 minutes in, I'll go ahead and get started. So thank you guys so much for coming on. We are going to be talking, this is actually our second webinar ever on Walmart, and we're going to talk about winning with Walmart using Helium 10. We have so much great information for you today, so I'm really excited. It's stuff that we haven't shared yet, and I think it's going to be very beneficial, and it's going to answer a lot of your questions. I've seen questions in our Walmart group on Facebook, so I think this will cover quite a bit for you today, whether you're a seller that's already selling on Walmart or if you're beginning. So we've got information for everyone on here. The agenda that we're going to go through today is we're going to have actually somebody from Walmart, Zach Hekker, and you might be familiar with him. He's actually going to talk all about Walmart and how to win on the platform from kind of start to finish. And so he's got a whole presentation for you. Then towards the end, I'm going to talk a little bit more about some Helium 10 tools, and I'm going to talk about some new launches that we have. We've got some bonuses for you, a lot of really good exciting things for you at the end. So make sure to stay tuned until then so you don't miss out on those. And then last but not least, actually the most exciting thing is that we have a Q&A with Zach Hekker, which is so helpful. I know a lot of you have a hard time getting direct access to Walmart. So we have direct access to Walmart through Zachary. So he's going to answer all of your questions. So get excited for that. If you have questions throughout this presentation, jot those down so that when we put up the Q&A slide that you can start submitting them in the chat so that we can answer your questions. If you submit them earlier, we might miss them. So don't put those questions in until the very end when we put up the Q&A slide. So I want to go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Carrie. I am a brand evangelist here at Helium 10 for Walmart. So I'm the Walmart in-house expert. I'm so excited to bring you this content. We've got so much more in the future for you. And then also want to introduce to you Zachary Hekker, who is the Associate Director of Strategic Partnerships with Walmart. So I'll go ahead and welcome Zachary on. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Carrie. Hi. How's everybody doing today? Good to be here.
Good. Thanks so much for joining. I'm so excited for the presentation you have for us. So I'll go ahead and let you take it away.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. That round of introductions with the audience was great. Hello to the world. Glad to have you here. I know what are we talking about? Brisbane, Australia, bright and early, cup of coffee, ready to learn about selling on Walmart. So this is great.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you guys got the introductions. You know who we are. Zach Hekker, Associate Director, Strategic Partnerships here at Walmart e-commerce. I focus specifically on enabling partners like Helium 10 to serve the best version of their solutions to our shared sellers and to really drive seller success and, customer satisfaction in the end. That's what it's all about here at Walmart. So jumping right into it. The premise of this deck, bright future, big ideas. This is all about joining Walmart, what we're doing, what we're building, the growth we're seeing, and how you guys can be a part of it. Deep diving into two specific features later on pro seller badge and the listing quality score, and how you can really lean on those to drive your immediate success, some of the things you're trying to accomplish. And I'll be sprinkling in some nuggets that aren't in the deck, so listen closely. Some stuff about getting ready for holiday, trying to get your items set up for like being enrolled into some like merchant holiday shelf exposure that's not necessarily available, but best practices on how you can really take advantage of that opportunity. All right, let's jump into it. Next slide. So yeah, today Walmart serves customers like nobody else can. Top quality product selection, best in class shopping experience, customer satisfaction is the forefront of what we do and what we build, starting with the end consumers, sellers, and partners as well, to really drive a holistic selling, buying, customer satisfaction experience all the way through. And right now, really what we're trying to convey to the greater e-commerce industry is the time is now to get on the Walmart marketplace, as we're continuing to ideate and invent and create what we're driving towards as the best in class version of a marketplace experience for sellers. Proof is kind of in the pudding. We're seeing really, really strong growth. This data is a little bit old. Our last earnings call, we reported a 2-year stack growth number north of 100%. I think we
Wow.
called it out at like 104%. So really, really powerful growth. Your sellers will see it as Helium 10 continues to drive sellers to the marketplace and help the sellers that are already active to take advantage of some of the insights and analytics and just guides to growth and opportunity. It's going to continue to climb. So I don't know if you guys can hear this in the tone of my voice, but I've been extremely bullish on Helium 10 and the impact that you're going to drive for our marketplace and for our sellers in return for the end consumers, that I just am thrilled to be here and to be speaking to this audience. I know how smart you are and how great Helium 10 is at driving it home and really getting the right insights into the audience. So let's keep going. Customer, who shops here? Frequent shoppers. We got a ton of families. All right. Mostly are married. A little bit shy, 50% have kids. Frequent shoppers, repeat customers. Walmart's everywhere. 90% of the U.S. 90% of the U.S. population is within 10 miles of a Walmart store, brick and mortar store. How close are they to signage? How close are they to everything else? Minutes, if not seconds. We see the Walmart brand all over the country, all over the news, all over advertising. You watch football, you see us. You drive down the freeway, you see us. You go into town, you see us. Walmart's everywhere, and we're extending and really leaning into the scale of the Walmart brand to power the Walmart marketplace. Searching increased by 56% year over year on Walmart digital platforms. This is increasing as we expand our reach into advertising and things like that. So really great overview of who shops here, how close we are to consumers, and what we're trying to increase there as well. So and our marketplace is a trusted partnership that aligns with brands and sellers and what your needs are to facilitate the growth. A lot of the things that we're continuing to roll out as like new feature sets and new products is honestly, it's built to just drive sellers' performance on the marketplace, to fill some gaps. As we evolve, there are some things that we didn't really have built to fill that in, but a lot of it comes from, and that's why I'm saying it's so important to get in now, is so we can have your feedback into building the next best version, because it starts with sellers. And trusted partnership, we'll double click into that a little bit as to why we're a little bit unique. Closely managed, selective by design. Selective by design is really important here. A platform that empowers the success of our sellers. Selected by design. Professional sellers sell on the Walmart marketplace. We don't have a personal selling account. You're only professional sellers. We don't charge setup fees. There's no per listing fee. There's no monthly fees. You don't have to have a specific fee to sell on the marketplace. It's only once an item is sold is there like a revenue share component. So you can sell with confidence knowing that your peers, the other sellers on this marketplace, are also fully vetted professional sellers that abide by our policies. I wouldn't say our application process is overly cumbersome. I would say that we go above and beyond in vetting every application. So I'm sure there'll be chatter. We might hear about it again in the past, where this is like my first knowledge nugget. Like, if you have applied in the past and you didn't get a response, if you go to the marketplace.walmart.com, if you under the launch tab, you'll see something that says like check my application status. I encourage everybody to do that. You'll get a nice response back saying exactly where you are in the funnel and what your next steps are supposed to be. You have to have your email address and the tax ID number that you applied with. So like I said, no personal selling accounts. You have to have a tax ID because we only allow professional sellers. Boosting your growth. Walmart Marketplace tools, resources helps you optimize your sales while interacting with associates who care. We invest a ton in seller support. It's not going away. We're only doubling down on I think now this time, if we had this call last year, there would have been no phone number to call or for them to call you, and there would have been no text chat option as well. So we're constantly evolving that process as well, and embracing innovation, reimagining customer experience, and leveraging Walmart's innovative programs to better suit today's lifestyle. So as consumers' experiences and expectations change, and we change quickly. The referral fee I mentioned earlier, so we don't have setup, we don't have item maintenance fees. This is a snapshot of what those fees look like. You can find these on sellerhelp.walmart.com. Very rarely do they change, but this is a quick snapshot. I think maybe one or two of these might be changing. And if it's changing, it's going down. We're not going up on any of these. So
I like to hear that.
Exactly. Yep. We're trying to be hyper competitive and make sure we know that customer and sellers can come to us and expect lowest rev shares.
I like that.
Yep, absolutely. So who are we looking for in the audience? I mentioned earlier, we got people in Brisbane. We're working on you, but right now it's U.S. tax IDs are specifically required. So if you are an international seller, you have to have tax liability within the United States. We have to have an EIN. It could be a Form W-9. We have a W-8 BENI available as well. There is opportunity for sellers from international cohort out of China and Hong Kong. If that's specific to your use case, talk to Carie, talk to Helium 10 team, talk to me. We can get you connected with our China BD team to support that as well. Compelling product catalogs. We have to enhance customers' experience on the marketplace. Therefore, we need items that complement the catalog, don't detract from the catalog. GTN, UPC, GS1 certified company prefixes are required. So we have to have unique identifiers that are verified and unique. So they typically aren't ones you can just buy, attach, and then launch with. That'll create catalog issues in the back end. So like I mentioned, the application process isn't overly complicated, but we do verify a lot of the information that's on there and your catalog. We go and we look at the catalog to make sure that it's not like prohibited products or anything like that. So the prohibited products piece is outlined in detail on Seller Help as well. And exceptional customer service. Like I mentioned, it's for professional sellers. It's not for individual sellers. We need to know that you understand the importance of the Walmart customer and our customer promise. And we make sure that you have a verified history of meeting and exceeding customer expectations.
And do you take a look at reviews and stuff like that, or how do you kind of analyze that? What kind of things are you guys looking for?
Yeah, realistically, we do. We look for verifiable experience where like we see reviews, we see sales data, we see time on specific marketplaces or DTC websites. Connecting through partners is a positive indicator. Like if sellers who want to join the Walmart Marketplace join through Helium 10, we do look at that as a positive signal. We try to verify it as much as possible. We do look at it as a positive. It's not a detractor. And then, yes, we absolutely looked at reviews from multiple different sources.
Awesome.
Cool. And this is a brief overview of what the application process looks like. Request to sell, marketplace.walmart.com, or you can go to the Helium 10. Carie will share the link a couple times further down in the presentation. Follow that through, request to sell, agree to the contract, which is basically saying I abide by the terms and agreements set forth to make sure that we're not going to detract from the customer's experience. So policies, guidelines, delivery rates, things like that we expect your behavior to be within. Product catalogs listed in there as well. So that gets you through the contract fit. Then you're in registration. Then you're setting up your seller center account. You're making sure we know who you are, how you want to be branded, what seller name you want to list under, things like that. Onboarding. This is when you would probably go through and activate Helium 10. Therefore, they can see specific order information or item setup information to help feed you those nudges specific to your experience on the Walmart Marketplace. And Carie, again, we'll touch on that a little bit later. Once your onboarding checklist is completed, you go live. After request to sell and onboarding, we do a TNS vetting, but it's done in tandem while you're setting up. So if everything you filled out is accurate, you are who you say you are, you meet our requirements, we don't slow you down where we do our deep dive into your application. You're able to continue setting up while you progress through that specific process. Excuse me. Okay, quick and easy process. This is what we're looking for: basics, contact name, corporate address, U.S. tax ID. I'm not going to go through all this. This is clearly outlined in multiple different places. So audience, come back to this, press pause, look through it. Some of this is what to gather before you press apply, so your onboarding, so your application can go as quickly as possible, rather than, oh, I have to go dig this file out of my, what am I doing? Like anyone even has it in paper anymore, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I recommend having it all ready to go, because you can't save and come back and finish your application. So you got to have it all ready to go, have all your listed SKUs and everything, so that you can just easily input it.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah, this is touching back on what I like to say: with great power, great responsibility. How do we take care of the sellers who are driving this great growth for the Walmart marketplace? We invent and we deliver new services and tools to help them have an even accelerated growth on the marketplace. What are we talking about? 2-day badging, 3-day selling. These are things that are going to help drive search optimization. So we know sellers are filtering by, I want to get my item as fast as possible. Pro seller badge, we're going to double click into that a little bit later. This is like a consumer confidence booster to help conversion at the PDP itself. Carie and I were having a conversation before we started where the specific badge itself used to live on the search page, and now it only lives on the PDP itself. So, but there's that. There's Walmart fulfillment services. There's the brand portal, nugget number 2, brand portal, for those of you who are very keen to have a path to take ownership of and protect IP on the Walmart marketplace. Brandportal.walmart.com. You can go in there and you can register, and you can take advantage of basically the ownership you have of that IP. So nugget number 2 is not listed here, but check it out.
Yeah, that's really important, because a lot of people have been saying that they have other people maybe selling their products, so it's a good way to protect you. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can get into that a little bit more specific, or maybe I'll jump on one of your deep dives where you host with the audience. We can talk about best practices there a little bit later on. Probably not today, but maybe at another event. And then enhanced returns. The 90% of the U.S. population within 10 miles of a Walmart. A lot of really cool things that are possible returning in store. So driving that customer, really simplifying the return process. They can bring the item back into one of our warehouses. We'll receive it, and then we can pack it up for delivery back to the sellers themselves. Nice. Walmart Fulfillment Services. This is akin to Amazon FBA, but it's our version. It's our native fulfillment solution where you pick, pack, and send into so you don't pick and pack, you bulk ship into our fulfillment centers. We then disperse to multiple locations and then fulfill the items to the customers. So we do the pick, pack, ship customer service on your behalf for one of the lowest prices on the market. Huge area of investment for us. We're spending a ton of time and energy and financial resources to really make this a fabulous option for fulfillment services.
Oops. Go back.
Great. Okay, call to action 1, Carie. Take it away.
So, we want to just highlight that you want to sign up to sell on Walmart.com through this actual link. So it's helium10.com/apply-Walmart. Like he was saying, if maybe you write into us and say, hey, we need some help with our Walmart something. If you have not signed up through this link, we actually won't have any access to help you. So if you do sign up through this link, it gives us better access to be able to help you out and just further any issues that you have. So make sure that you sign up through this link. Again, it might also give you a little bit of a one-up through applying through Helium 10.
Great. This is going over a little bit of the site experience for specific, we have toys, we have fashion, we have home. Really recently, we went through almost like a site revamp where there used to be a grocery, and this is for mobile experience. So this might be a little dated, but I want you guys to know that we spend so much time and energy understanding how customers engage with items on .com, more so than we ever have in history. And we recently improved the site experience on mobile for the marketplace sellers, where we are now in one app, where historically, if you said, hey, I'm a customer, I want to buy groceries, where you go to a completely separate experience and you're not able to add to your basket items from the marketplace. That's gone and done away with. You probably saw a lot of other things across the industry talking about this. Huge improvement for the customer experience and accessibility to marketplace items. So like I've kind of threaded throughout, we're investing heavily in ensuring that marketplace seller experience is improving, GMV will follow and everything else is going to be in line. So huge focal point for us. Yeah, 2-day free shipping, making sure customers know that they can get their item when they expect it. And this program, we do have a self-service component. So if you're shipping it from your own warehouses, where you can opt in and get the badging and and have your offer and your selection filterable under the 2-day tag. This is Walmart fulfillment service. Fulfillment and 2-day tag are the most impactful velocity improvement mechanisms you can take on the Walmart marketplace. Walmart fulfillment services beats it out by a fair margin, but the 2-day fulfillment is very important. If you can meet the requirements to be a part of the 2-day program, you absolutely should. We don't charge you anything extra to be in there. We just make sure that you have the fulfillment promise and you meet it at a high level. Yeah, sponsored products, Walmart Connect. You can absolutely come on and advertise your products on a few different levels. If you are a brand owner and you want to have like hero ads, things like that, you can. For the most part, what's available for marketplace sellers is the CPC advertising. There's a lot of I want to say intricacies, but uniquenesses about our marketplace. It's I should say about like the keyword marketplace itself for Walmart Connect that I won't get into right now. Just want you guys to know that this is very important. We've added some really high quality talent recently to drive this initiative going forward. A new chief revenue officer at Walmart to come in and really drive this thing and improve it and accelerate it. So sponsored products, Walmart Connect, super important. If you guys are looking to drive, and I know, can I even mention this, but Helium 10 and Assembly's acquisition of PackView is one of our biggest ad tech partnerships for Walmart Connect. So you guys are much closer than you had been in the past to top of the line technology for advertising on Walmart Marketplace.
Yeah, another reason to be using Helium 10 of your Walmart store.
Oh, absolutely.
Oops. Here we go.
Yep, one. Sponsored products next. Free and easy returns, frictionless returns. We just try to improve customer satisfaction by really just improving the experience through returns. Like I mentioned, the in-store returns piece is a key differentiator for us in this marketplace. Yeah. Okay. So this is just some of the other things that we extend to specific sellers. So account management, we do have verticalized account management teams that we extend to all sellers who meet specific criteria. This is not a service that you pay for, but if you meet specific qualifications, we onboard you into that program. We also attach growth opportunity managers at the start of your selling experience, career on the Walmart marketplace. Actionable data and insights, something that the Helium 10 team knows a ton about, and is actually a part of what I do is I help to enable solutions like Helium 10, and sort of what that looks like going forward is improving the actionable data that we deliver to Helium 10 to allow their solution to drive even more actionable and pertinent, detailed insights to you guys. Joint business planning, a lot of that stuff is done as we're looking to launch the account. So you have an onboarding specialist who will help you go through the item setup and account setup. With them, you can talk about all the things it takes to be successful, put a plan together, and then they leave that plan with you to run with and accelerate your onboarding growth. Clean brand experience. Like I mentioned, the brandportal.walmart.com. So take a look at that, make sure you understand sort of like what it takes to get registered and to start policing your IP on the Walmart marketplace. Awesome. Okay, so let's just jump in and talk about the Pro Seller Badge. This is a new method for us to convey to the consumers that you are a highly successful and highly trustworthy partner. So you've gone through our deep dive on vetting. After that, you've done the right things for the customer after you've been on the marketplace. So based on customer research, key factors important to building customer trust include high quality, accurate, complete product listings. That's the listing quality score component we'll go into a little bit deeper. Great seller service, such as on-time delivery, and then no seller cancellations. No seller cancellations is within reason. So it's a really, really high bar for seller cancellations. If you're going to list it, you got to have it. We can't have customers saying, I want to purchase this, and then walking away from it. If you look really closely, it's right there. Pro Seller Badge in bold next to fulfilled Walmart Marketplace, sold and shipped by Walmart Marketplace seller, Pro Seller. What that then, that's the key indicator to the customer that you meet our expectations and exceed customer satisfaction rates for this. So it's an indicator next to the seller's name that will appear throughout the customer experience on Walmart.com.
Can people filter for pro sellers?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yep, soon. Yeah, and the pro seller badge boosts exposure. Offers with the pro seller badge are designated to be eye-catching. So you can see them on the detail page and click in and see like this is a shop with confidence. You gain customer confidence, badge, fly-out description, lets customers know the seller consistently provides great shopping experiences and drives the conversion. The pro seller badge builds customer trust and helps drive sales. Yeah, no sign up. The process itself is super easy. You meet our expectations. We review the data on the 5th and the 20th of every month. And so that's when we will either turn you off or turn you on. You meet our expectations. What we try to do is really drive you, make sure you understand the expectations and drive positive behavior on the marketplace. So I got to meet my expectation, my requirements by the 5th. If I don't meet it, okay, let's get it in line in the next couple of weeks and let's meet it for the 20th. And then just maintaining. Typically, it's just maintaining it by those dates. Cool. And what goes into it? This is the eligibility criteria. Delivery defects rate. So 90-day delivery defects rate less than or equal to 10%. So you got to be hitting 90% of your delivery metrics. So on-time delivery, things like that, on-time acknowledgement. That's at a 90% rate. Seller cancellation rate, 90-day seller cancellation rate less than or equal to 2%. So before it said none, realistically, it's 98% of the time. If an order is canceled, it can't be canceled by you. Order minimums. We have order minimum thresholds just to make sure that we have enough data points to really assert that you are the sellers that we want to moniker as pro seller badged. Yeah, that's really an easy one. Listing quality score, this is where we'll deep dive a little bit later. The listing quality score, at least 70% of your catalog's trending items, which are clearly identified in the listing quality score dashboard, have a listing quality score greater than or equal to 60%. Compliance with marketplace policies, you must not have received warnings about violating marketplace policies to be in the program. So do what you say you're going to do, really straightforward stuff there. And you can move past that one. If there was an issue, you move past it, you get that cleared up. We can overcome that one. Like I mentioned, refreshed 5th and the 20th, and then just a couple more data points there when you get to it. Cool.
That's on the growth opportunities tab, correct? And it shows you what you need
it should show you in the next couple of slides exactly where it lives.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so just double clicking into what the delivery defect rate sort of measures. And I kind of just went over this, so we can click through this one.
Okay.
Seller cancellation rate, make sure you do not cancel orders. This is really just driving home what we expect the behavior to drive, what we need you to do in order to achieve this. And then listing quality score. Using advanced algorithm, the listings quality score is tailored by what matters most for the customer in the items for that specific category. So the LQS is going to be item category specific. So what you think might be good for something in auto is not going to be good for something in home necessarily. And it gets more granular the more specific subcategory you get into. So content discoverability, offer, ratings, and reviews, a lot of that is driven by really high quality listing quality scores. Yep, we already touched on this. Yeah, checking your eligibility. Let's walk through where you can actually find this stuff. So the growth and opportunities dashboard. This is a snapshot of Seller Central. Seller Center, excuse me. You jump in here, MP test account, left-hand nav under growth and opportunities. You'll see this come up. Pro Seller Badge has its own like icon. Click into that icon and Carrie, go to the next slide, please. And this is what you're going to see. It's going to show you the specific items, the specific metrics that we're looking at and where you're scoring right now. So delivery defects below 10%, you meet it, check mark. Less than 2% seller cancellations, you're at 3.48%. So your next batch of orders that goes out, don't cancel them. Let's make sure your inventory behind your offers is really accurate. More than 100 orders in the past 90 days, super straightforward. We have a 422 listed here. 70% of your trending catalog listing quality score above 60%. Right now, this test seller is at 38%. So call to action here, stop canceling orders, get your inventory tight, and then let's work on listing quality score. The four messages that you would receive for this: become a pro seller. Let's get started. You probably within the 90-day review period. Not yet past the 90-day mark. You see both of those. You are a pro seller. Great, fabulous. You did it. Let's maintain. So keep an eye on your metrics to see if any are declining or inclining. And then the next one is, hey, you're at risk. You have pro seller, you're going to lose pro seller. Let's say listing quality score dipped below 70% or whatever it was, or you didn't meet the velocity threshold for the last 90 days. Let's really hope it's not that one. Or you canceled one too many orders in that specific period. But like I said, 5th and 20th of every month, this gets refreshed. So if you did lose it, hopefully you only lost it for 2 weeks. Cool. The major component here, listing quality score. We'll just jump into it. Cool. Listing quality score is a holistic score provided at the catalog and item level. Use this as a guide to help you strengthen every aspect of your business. I've been here for well over 2 years. Everything when I started, as I'm out in the industry, people tell me, Zach, I don't understand. I can't unlock sort of what it is to really break through SEO and get my items, ranking much higher. Well, we took that personally and we delivered listing quality score. If you go in and look at the nudges that are delivered through this tool and take action on them, a lot of it is we just don't have information in specific fields that are important for customers or important for our merchants to be able to understand what specifically this item does or what does it mesh well with, things like that. Then you're not going to have a good search result. I don't know what knowledge nugget this is, but I think it's like 3 or 4. For holiday, it's highly curated on the Walmart marketplace, highly curated by Walmart merchants. They create super exciting, shoppable, holiday specific shelves. And if you want to be included on that, you have to have really competitive pricing. You have to have good inventory levels, but that's not the most important one. The listing quality score. These merchants need to understand exactly what your product is, how it works. All the fields need to be there. Like I think for the pro seller badge, it's like 60% or above. The merchants want much higher than that. They're looking at like 80%. So really pay attention to what you have in here and try to be like as good as possible with the nudges that we provide you for listing quality score.
Will that tab just pop up for those deals to get into when you do have a high enough listing quality score? Do you have to
they just add you there? Honestly,
okay.
It happens every year. They build these really cool experiences and they pull in a bunch of marketplace stuff to fill out the experience.
Very
so
cool.
It's really in your best interest to take advantage of just overall holiday rising tides lift all ships. Well, you can ride the wave sometimes too, and it's really fun when it happens. Yeah, why it matters. Gain more product visibility, win the buy box and sell more, and get more marketing opportunities. So that marketing opportunities piece is a little bit what I'm talking about, where the merchants will be able to pull you in for holiday programming. Really, really exciting to be able to, when that happens, you'll know it when it happens. Win the buy box and sell more, competitive offers with free expedited shipping options, help win the buy box and boost sales, of course, and boosting your product discoverability through search and filter inclusion. So like I mentioned, unlocking SEO on Walmart starts with listing quality score. Yeah, and are your listings holiday ready? Check out the listing quality dashboard to get the answer. If you're, checking 3 of these boxes but not offer, you're not holiday ready. If you're, post-purchase quality, things like that, super important. But with regards for holiday, it's all about offer and it's all about content and discoverability. Ratings and reviews, really cool call out right now. We've done review syndication. So if you have, if you're 100% Amazon looking to join Walmart Marketplace, it's probably not for you. We didn't get reviews off of Amazon. If you review Shopify, reviews on, Magento, BigCommerce, wherever else you might do your business, you can review those through some other third-party solutions onto the Walmart Marketplace. It's really helpful for conversion checks and things like that.
I think you might be cutting out a little bit. I'm not sure.
Oh, sorry. I'll go back through that. Vegan reviews can syndicate on some third-party solutions. Thumbs up if you can hear me, Carie.
I can sort of hear you. You're kind of in and out. So see if you're.
Yep. No worries. Let me jiggle this real quick. Improvement there.
A little bit of improvement. Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. Should I switch over?
Maybe. It's definitely a little scratchy.
All right. Bear with me, everybody. I'll go on mute and I'll switch over.
All right. So I'll just kind of add some things to this too, the listing quality. I was actually going in today to the listing quality score just to kind of update some things. And there's a checklist that actually popped up and it's just extra help that'll give you a checklist for holiday. It says, are you holiday ready? And here's a checklist. So the cool thing about Walmart is that they're really wanting to help the brands to be the best they can be so that their customers have an amazing experience. And they basically guide you through everything. So if you're not doing something right, they're actually going to show you what's going on. And then I think even also recently, you can actually get notifications if something changes for the listing quality and they want you to add something. Maybe you need to add keywords or attributes or whatever it is. They'll actually go ahead and tell you that. So and give you notifications. So I think you can just go in and set those notifications up, or just make sure you're checking the listing quality score every week or so, and you'll just be able to stay on top of it and give that amazing customer experience that Walmart wants. So these are really, really helpful tools. I've been so blown away by how awesome the listing quality dashboard is. Oh, we have you back? Uh-oh, maybe a little bit.
Still losing you guys?
Still a little bit, yeah. But here we go. Maybe you're, I think I can hear you a little bit. Maybe you could try.
Yeah, maybe it's helpful off camera.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. My Walmart shirt and everything.
Yeah.
Is that better, Carrie?
Yeah, that's actually a little better. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. We've had some. I had power out for multiple hours yesterday. I didn't get my Wi-Fi back till today, so there might be some impacts from that. But sorry, folks. Bear with me.
Makes sense. Okay. So do you want me to go to the next slide or?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Great. Optimization. I think almost down to it. If you're a little bit faster, we would have been fine. Okay. Optimization checklist. 5 ways to maximize the benefits of this specific listing quality dashboard. Check it weekly. Stay on top of it. The reason why is your trending items might change. So we have a specific trending item list where if that changes, you really want to make sure that that item is the new items that might be in there are also have a high listing quality score. So take those recommended actions. Check your listing quality score. Obviously, we saw that. Optimize your titles. A simple way to see immediate improvement on your scores to enhance your product titles. That's like the number one call to action if you're that title to improve your listing score. Use search and filter to target your top impactful items. Ensure top items that have the highest quality score. So like I mentioned, we have trending items. Realistically, just work down. Don't worry about getting everything done at once. Just go in there and start checking off most impactful and then continue on down the list. Improve your listing quality score with fast shipping. Like I mentioned earlier, the 2-day shipping, 3-day shipping options are really impactful. Walmart fulfilled items are also super impactful for conversion and sales velocity. That does feed to a more powerful or a higher listing quality score under the improvements for offer.
Awesome. I think that's the last of your slides. So I think people should maybe take a screenshot of this because I think it's really helpful to just kind of get in the habit of doing these things often to make sure that you are fully optimized. And then again, like I said, Walmart gives you checklists for the holidays and all kinds of great info. So definitely take
one thing I wanted to call out is one of like my last little pieces for you guys. We just launched our holiday readiness sort of like a landing page. Our holiday hub is what we have at Moniker. I don't know if you had that.
I just saw it today and I just mentioned it a little bit. I was so excited how amazing and helpful it was. So yeah,
super amazing, super helpful, I would have loved it, 3 weeks ago because I feel like holiday came early with all the supply chain stuff going on, but it's great. We've seen an awesome acceleration for consumer shopping as we head into holiday. But yeah, check it out. marketplace.walmart.com/MP holiday21. And I'll also see if I can find a way to add it to chat as well for everybody.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I think I just, and if you're already a seller, you can just, those kinds of things will pop up on your listing quality dashboard. So I love that.
Yep. And it's called out in the marketplace newsletter too, which I hope all of you guys subscribe to.
Yeah. Maybe you could put information in the chat too, if they haven't subscribed. So any helpful tidbits would be awesome for people in the chat. So yeah, thank you so much for that presentation. That was so much good information, stuff that I think is helpful for beginning people who haven't even started and also for people who are already selling, because there have been quite a few changes to the Walmart site, which is, I think they're continuing to do some, improvements. So you gotta just kind of stay tuned and we'll keep you updated on those. But I hope there was something for everyone in that part of the presentation. But if you're interested in selling on Walmart.com, Helium 10 definitely has the tools for you to start selling. We can help you basically with product research, determining whether your products you're already selling would be good fit for the Walmart.com marketplace, or if you want to start with some new products as well, we have the tools for the keywords, profit analysis, everything that you need. And also for those of you who are already selling, you don't have to fly blind anymore. I know for a long time, people were just like, I wish I had some data, some information, sales data, whatever it is. We actually have that all for you so that you're not making decisions just out of nowhere. It's kind of, just so helpful to have all this detailed information so that you don't feel as worried or kind of just like unknowing what the future holds, because we give you the data that you need. So I wanted to talk a little bit about some of these tools. And the first one is X-Ray. And I know a lot of you are familiar with X-Ray for the Amazon side. We also have X-Ray on our Chrome extension for Walmart.com. So you can go to Walmart.com and you can pull up the X-Ray extension. You can actually view monthly sales and estimates and monthly units sold on our extension now. So this is something that I know so many people have been asking for a while. So you actually have access to that. You also can compare data of Walmart.com side by side with Amazon data. So a lot of sellers have told us they like to compare the two side by side. So we made it so you don't have to go back and forth. You can actually see everything side by side in X-Ray. And you can also see areas where you can beat the competition. So if you see this right here, we have listed the total revenue, the average revenue per seller on here, the average Amazon revenue, and the average price on Walmart and the average price on Amazon. So those things side by side. And then percentage of Walmart fulfillment service products. This is really important because as we were talking about the listing quality score, your fulfillment is really important for your listing, for your ranking, and for your optimization score to get you access to all these amazing things so that you can reach more customers. So if you see some products that have very few WFS products, that is actually a good sign. So when I actually started using Standing Mirror as a demo, we had 0% WFS products. It's now 21%, which is still not as competitive. You can still get in here and beat out some of these products by offering that fast shipping. So this is a great tool for determining, what your competition is. We've got the title in here, the brand, these little tags right here. This is sponsored product and this is promoted. So it'll show you if there's, like a badge of sorts, like a clearance or pro seller. All those different badges will be notified right here. And then if you go over to the ratings, you can actually see the ratings for each product. And if you see that some of these are in the 3s, so that's a good opportunity there. You can beat those with better ratings. You've got the review count, still a low review count, and that's actually becoming more and more important. So, getting those reviews up and, just getting in there and getting those customers, making them happy is important. It also shows you right here, I have the screenshot of a Walmart sales, units sold, and then also the revenue. So you can actually see all that great information. Now, this is only one part of X-Ray. So if you want to learn more, you can actually log in and you can actually click the learn button on our site. And you can actually, I have a whole walkthrough of X-Ray so that you can, see all the different details. I go really in depth on that. So check that out. And then Cerebro, one of our favorite tools for Amazon, is now available for Walmart, which is so incredible. We actually have, it's called reverse product ID searches instead of reverse ASIN. So you're going to have to get used to saying reverse product ID. And that's going to basically do the same thing. We're actually going to be able to show you all the keywords your competitors are indexing for, and also what they're ranking for, what the ranking is, and you can compare yourselves to those competitors. You can spy on their PPC strategy, which I love that. And you can also easily sort keywords and just compare your strategies to your competitors. Now, I've used this tool for a lot of different things, and it's helped me so much in just to maximize my sales through pay-per-click advertising. It just gives you so much great information. So this is a screenshot of Cerebro, and this you can actually do from 1 to 10 product IDs in the search here. And you can do the same things like you can on Amazon. We've got a lot of sorting and filtering here. And then we have the actual keyword phrases listed here. You can see the search volume. Now on Walmart, we have it from very high, medium, low, and very low. We have a range. We don't actually have the exact search volume quite yet. It's still in beta, but we wanted to make sure to give you a range. And then we also right next to it have the Amazon search volume so that you can compare. We will show you again, just like everything else, a way for you to actually compare your rank to your competitors on here. You can see your, the sponsored ranks and just everything that you need to know on here to compare yourself to your competitors, see what keywords that you might be missing out on that your competitors are optimizing their listings on. So this is a great tool. I have a very detailed, instructional video on this as well with that learn button on helium10.com. So if you want more information, more in-depth, detailed instruction, take a look at that video. And then Magnet is another one of my favorite keyword research tools. It helps you to find keyword search volume on Walmart.com. It also allows you, again, to easily compare that information with Amazon.com, and then also helps you to filter and sort those keywords. So it looks very similar to the Amazon version. You can still filter and sort. It gives you the search volume, and there it's a high search volume for standing mirror. So you can see all the organic keywords and the total keywords, word frequency, which is all very helpful information. And then it shows you the phrases and what the search volume is on Walmart, right next to Amazon search volume, the number of sponsored products, and then competing products and the match type. So if you again want, more detailed instruction, we do have a full video on this and how to utilize Magnet on the actual tool itself under that learn button. So check that out. And then last but not least, we have profits, which I think is an amazing tool. It's an easy to read overview of your profits on Walmart.com. So you can keep a pulse, it's sometimes hard to keep on top of this stuff, but we actually help you so you can go onto this tool and you can just get a good snapshot daily, weekly, monthly, or you can choose the date range for your profits. It'll give you the ability to favorite products to keep an eye on some, maybe that you're, using some new strategies to see how they improve your profitability. And then you can also take a look at, the success and failure products. So you can determine, okay, I've done everything I could with this product. It's still a failure. We need to eliminate it. Just kind of helps you make those decisions. You must have your Walmart account connected to your Helium 10 account in order to access this tool. So make sure you do that. We have a video on the learn button that walks you through step-by-step how to do this. It's so easy and so quick. Definitely do that if you have a Seller Center account on Walmart. This is really exciting. We get questions all the time. I mean, always in our chat groups and always messaging. I get personal messages all the time. What's the next tool for Walmart in development? And I'm so excited to tell you that in the next few months, we have Keyword Tracker and also Black Box. So these are the tools that everyone loves. We've had so many requests for these, and they're going to be available for the Diamond users. So you definitely want to get on that if you are interested in that Keyword Tracker and the Black Box that's coming soon. So you'll be first to be able to use it, and it's just going to help just take your business to the next level. I know for sure so many people have been wanting that Keyword Tracker. So very exciting. You're the first to know that. Nobody else knows that. So, be excited about those tools that are coming. Also, again, I wanted to reiterate signing up with that link that we provided, the helium10.com/apply-Walmart. You definitely want to apply through that link if you need any additional help with Helium, through us, so that if there are any issues you need to troubleshoot, we usually can kind of give some additional support. Otherwise, we don't have access to any of your information if need be. And something else that's amazing that I told you we're going to have some bonuses and some deals for you. Special limited time offer for Helium 10 Walmart.com tools. So for basically, you can actually get the Diamond plan for 1 month for 50% off. So this is actually going to be available till the end of the year. But definitely you want to sign up as soon as possible because we actually have so many new tools that are coming out. It'll give you more access to the Amazon tools. It's really kind of a win-win. Plus, for Platinum users, it's actually a no-brainer because it actually won't cost you anything to upgrade to the Diamond plan. It's basically, a chance for you to take a sneak peek and see in what Diamond is like, and gives you, 30 days free. Basically, if you're already paying $99, it'll only be, the same price basically for that upgrade if you use this link right here. And it'll just give you all access to the Walmart tools. We've had some people say, hey, we only got a few uses on these other plans. Well, if you want more access, go ahead and try this out. There's no risk. If you want to go back to your other plans after a month, you can totally do that. So you just need to email us and we'll take care of it. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. Once you start utilizing these tools, you're going to see so much opportunity. You're going to get so excited. It's going to just change your life. So make sure you take advantage of that. But for a limited time, and now this is something that I actually got to sneak in last minute. It's something special just for this audience. I wanted to give you something, just a little bit of an extra boost to help you to get started on Walmart.com. I know some people are a little bit scared to get going, but I want to help encourage you and give you all the support that you need. So this is a bonus. We're going to give you an exclusive Walmart listing optimization workshop if you sign up for Diamond by October 31st. So for those of you who are watching a replay of this, I'm sorry you can't take advantage of this. It's actually only for people who are watching live and maybe in the next few days. You've got to sign up for the Diamond plan. With that link, you can get 50% off, remember. So that is available until October 31st. What we'll do is we'll send you an email sometime in November. We'll let you know when the workshop is going to happen, and you will not be sorry. It's going to have so much great information. I'm going to help support you and make sure that you have the tools for a successful listing. So definitely want to take advantage of that. Now, the most exciting thing, I told you all to save those questions and keep them in mind, write them down or whatever. Now is the time to put them in the chat. If you have questions for Zachary, who is our Walmart expert, please put those questions in the chat, and we'll go ahead and get started with that.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. Hey, Zachary. Thanks so much.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And what a month to get a free membership or a free what is it, 50% off Diamond?
Yeah, Diamond.
Perfect month to do it.
Yeah, it's getting ready for the holidays and everything and all the support. Plus that bonus, that's going to be a big one. So
absolutely.
All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at some of these the questions that we have. Okay, here's one. Let's see. Okay. What can you do if you find other sellers are reselling your products now on Walmart without your approval? Will that make it more difficult to get approved to sell on Walmart? And how can we get them off probably?
So if they're already selling and your items have historical sales on it, it honestly is an improvement for you to get on there and to sell against. There's already traction on those items. Those specific Walmart product IDs have been indexed. They have reviews on them. It's actually a bonus. You can come in, you can take, if there's specific IP you own there, you can register it with the brand portal. We're working on the logic execution phase, I guess, for that. So where you as the seller will then have like buy box support as being the brand owner as well. So TBD. It absolutely does not hurt you to get approved if we already have history on other people selling your data. If you're talking about like distribution management or map pricing enforcement, things like that's not something that we like would kick somebody off a listing for because you said, hey, they don't have my written agreement to sell this on the Walmart marketplace. Very rarely is that a good enough reason to have somebody kicked off the listing.
Well, if you have a brand kind of registry, will you be able to take over that listing again so you can change the photos and do what you want on there?
Exactly.
You can? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, there's only one scenario where the brand owner on the Walmart marketplace in future state, we're working through this right now. Brand portal still very nascent. Would be like if a merchant created that offer. So if you are also selling to a Walmart merchant, and so you have a retail or a dropship vendor relationship as well as a marketplace, you would have to work through those avenues to get the listing changed. Right. So we call it like a listing reconciliation score.
Okay, so eligibility, Canadians or no? This is a question we get all the time.
yeah, absolutely. And I get it in every single webinar we go to. We have a Walmart Canada specific marketplace, walmart.ca. If you are a Walmart seller and you are selling on Walmart Canada and you also have tax liability in the United States, you can absolutely sell in the United States. What we're looking for verified e-commerce sellers, professional sellers, you can check that box if you're coming from Canada. We can immediately be like, okay, you met all our criteria. We know who you are and what you're trying to accomplish. We like your catalog. We want to send it to the United States. That's great. You still have to have that U.S. tax ID.
All right. How many new companies can join WFS? I think this is is there a limit to how many people can join the fulfillment services? What is there anything?
I honestly think this is probably a response to when we first launched WFS early in 2020 is the fact that there was such a huge like an overwhelming demand on that product itself, that a lot of people had applied, never heard back, or most likely they heard back weeks or months later and were like, now is not a good time for me to take advantage of this. There's no limitation on it right now. I highly encourage you to talk to WFS to make sure you're sending in the right selection. They don't want you just to be like, oh, here's 150 items, let's send in all 150. They want to start with your most impactful 10 and then go from there and then grow. Let's prove it works. Let's not over assign you cubic square footage or storage footage unless we need to.
All right. Zach, hello. Just want to confirm, are we allowed to put flyers or thank you notes in our packaging? We're doing it for FBM. So yeah, fulfilled by merchant on Walmart. So I guess they're putting in like a thank you note, or like what kind of inserts are you allowed to put
thank you notes are great. I mean, realistically, we don't want to see information going to our customer to drive customers off of the marketplace. So if there's like, hey, shop again on my DTC site and here's 10% off, that would be a policy violation.
Okay. Can you offer like warranties or anything like that in there, or standard packaging, if they were to buy from your site, or if it were to be picked up off the shelf at the store, and if that was an insert within the packaging itself, that's totally fine. All right. Someone asked, where do I email to upgrade? Can we actually put the link maybe down below so people can see where to go to sign up for the Diamond plan, for those of you who don't know? Okay. Walmart rejected my application. Would you think it's possible to appeal, or would it be better to create a new one? We are a serious company already selling on Amazon for more than 2 years.
Yeah, Diego, awesome. Great question. Absolutely appeal. Go into seller help, get support, and there's a decision tree. In your decision tree, you'll say like, what's your issue about? Click all the way through. You'll say application, get application support, appeal. I think appeal decision or something like that. That's much better than creating a new application. Creating a new application actually creates a duplicate application error where your application will get stuck and will never be the term we use. You go from lead to opportunity. It converts over on our CRM. We use everyone uses it, a very standard CRM. So the failure for your lead to be able to convert it to an opportunity stops you in your tracks, and there's no way for you really to migrate forward on your like lead to launch timeline. So do not create a duplicate application. Appeal.
Okay. I use fulfillment by Walmart. Will that affect the pro seller badge?
One component of Pro Seller Badge is listing quality score. One component of listing quality score is offer quality. Walmart Fulfillment Services boosts offer quality immensely. It's far and away, I would say, the most impactful thing to SEO and to conversion is having items in WFS.
Can we ship individual boxes to Walmart warehouse for WFS, or do we need to palletize them?
Yeah, I probably misspoke when I said that earlier. You can absolutely ship individual boxes. Okay. We're not going to say you have to send us a pallet. It's much harder for us to receive pallets than it is for individual boxes.
This might be something that what you just mentioned, that their size is in review for quite some time. How long does it take a new seller in the review process? Like, is it a few weeks, month? How long does it normally take?
Yeah, the review process itself obviously is impacted greatly depending on time of year and what's going on. So that's our trust and safety department who does the specific application reviews. Yeah, it can be anywhere from, I've seen sellers go live same day where we just have a lot of bandwidth on that team. And sometimes it can take like 2 weeks. So in review on his application status, I would just, Michael, please confirm that you hadn't applied multiple times. If you had, and you use a secondary email, let's go back and check the application status on the secondary email. If you don't see anything through the application status portal itself, then let's go ahead and create a support case.
Okay. How can we reinstate terminated Walmart seller account? Like, is there a link or something that you could give to help with that?
Yeah, it's the same sort of way you'd go to create a case. Your decision tree would just lead you to a different endpoint. So instead of saying get application support, there would be a question on, is your account suspended or terminated? You'd say yes, appealed a termination or a suspension decision. And you should also have received multiple emails from Trust and Safety outlining policy violation or whatever the reasoning was behind the suspension or termination. And that would have provided multiple avenues for you to respond and then also to appeal the decision.
Okay. Can we use third-party services to request reviews? I think there is something that you can do.
Two of them that are very popular, Yotpo and Bizarre Voice. I know Yotpo, I think, has a promotion going on right now. But yeah, absolutely. Review syndication and requesting reviews. I would just caution you to use. So if you go to marketplace.walmart.com/solution providers, you'll see a full list of verified solution providers who work with us. We work with them. We verify their feeds. We understand. We have connection into their leadership teams to so if there were ever like a cluster of policy violations from a specific user or a specific solution provider, Helium 10's on the list, right? We have those those review solicitation and review syndication tools. Leverage the ones that we verified.
All right.
We've all seen, review schemes go awry.
Yes.
So just make sure we do it the right way.
Okay. Does Walmart offer GTI and exemption for sellers of gift sets?
There is UPC GTIN exemption. It's on a category basis. So let's say if your gift sets were like, I do electronic bundles, I do cookies, and I do socks for babies. You would have to have UPC exemption for each of those. And it is a specific case you would file for, and then on the case, you would outline each category that you need a UPC exemption for. And once you had it, you would get it for for any number of items within that category. It would work.
Okay.
It's possible. We don't do it very often.
I'm going to just do a few more because I think we're getting low on time. We're just a little bit over, but if that's okay with you.
Of course.
Okay, the next one is, does Walmart have a review program like Early Reviewer Rewards or Vine on Amazon?
Yeah, right now we're really leaning into the Bizarre Voice and Yotpo relationships to empower review syndication and solicitation through third parties.
Okay, and then I think there's one. It says, we have items that have been retired and unpublished. However, these items are still showing in our quality listing report. Are they affecting the score? Like probably for your pro seller badge?
They shouldn't be. Like they might be in the dashboard, but they definitely wouldn't be a part of your like trending items. So they shouldn't be impacting your pro seller badge.
Okay. And I think that's probably pretty good. Let me see. Do I need the next one? This be the last one. Do I need to have a trade license to sell in Walmart? Basically, we went over all the qualifications. So pretty much if you have those qualifications that we went over, right, then we've got that. But I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I've tried to get to as many questions, and I'll actually take note of the questions that we might have missed on here, and we'll try to create some more content. I think we'll probably, hopefully we'll have Zachary back on to do some more webinars in the future, maybe next year. And so thank you so much for being on this with us. It was super helpful for me. And I think a lot of people, I can see in the chat, they're really excited with all this information. I think it was really helpful for everyone out in the audience. Make sure to take advantage of those offers that we gave you. Again, the one for the workshop, you can only get that until the 31st with me with a listing optimization. I'll help you, and I will also answer all of your questions. So if you want that bonus, it's so worth it in my opinion to do that. Plus you get to try out Diamond for free for 30 days. So it's really no risk to you. You can only gain. So definitely take advantage of that. And thank you guys so much for joining in, and we will see you later. Thanks so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, folks. Happy